sometimes when we think more of ourselves than others, we put our place before others, and these things happen each and every day. We see these things happen. But when we place some principle, some idea, some concept above us, the concept of God being an all-loving God, an all-wise God, very peaceful God, God who loves every person, a God who sees every person and is willing to allow rain to fall on the just as well as the unjust. When we place that concept, that principle above us, and I think that's a good thing. And so Jesus said, always place this principle above you. Always love God. Love something bigger than yourself. Don't be so selfish. What does it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his own soul? The soul is connected to that which is bigger than yourself. Our ideas, our concepts, our beliefs, even the various names that we may call ourselves by. The concept of God, bigger than we, should always remain at the top. And then Jesus said this. He says, love your neighbor as yourself. This is very homocentric, not theocentric, focusing on God, but it is homocentric, such as Homo sapiens, human-centric. It's centered around our need to need one another, our need to look at one another, our need to care for one another, our need to be concerned about one another. Another word that is used to describe this is altruism, concern with the welfare of other people. So when Jesus was asked that question, what's the greatest? He says two. Love God, love your neighbor. And then he sums it up, and I love the way he says this. He says, all of the other laws have to hang their hats on those two. What happens with us as human beings in our thinking, our minds, is this. We get caught up sometimes in all of the little extras. Martin Luther King called it the paralysis of analysis. We so very often overthink and underserve. We spend so much time. Is this right or is this wrong? Is this good or is this bad? Is this hot or is it cold? Is it proper or is it improper? Are they worthy or are they not worthy? Are they God-fearing or are they not God-fearing? Are they worthy of God's attention or are they not worthy of God's attention? And if you were to put that in a calculative form and look at it in terms of numbers and time, we spend so much time worrying about the little things that really don't matter. And there are but two big things that matter the most. My first question would be, does it matter? That God to me is bigger than this book. Does it matter that God is not just a set of rules? Should it matter that God to me is not inside of a building? I would answer no. Because as long as the principle is bigger than myself, as long as my selfishness is diminished and my servitude of others is heightened, then I think that in and of itself is the greatest possibility of serving God. The Buddha once taught that if you are to serve humanity, then to serve humanity is not performed in a ritual. you are to serve humanity, it should be done spontaneously with the eye. When you see the need,